Hi John, thank you for being here today.
Oh, no problem.
I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to play the flute.
All right.
So first we are going to talk about assembly of the flute. So I want you to go ahead and open your flute case. And I want you to take the foot joint, which is this piece, and hold it where there's no key work going on. So right at the bottom right here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And I want you to take the body and also hold it where there are no keys. All right. And I want you to gently twist these two pieces together. The piece, yep, just like that. Yeah, gently twist them. Good. And this rod right here should be aligned with the keys on the body. Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and I want you to hold the body where there are no keys. Make sure you're not twisting any of those, and take the head joint and do the same on the other side. So we're just going to gently twist them together.
This side?
The other side.
Okay.
Gently twist them together, and the way you're going to align these is the tone hole should be in align with the keys.
Okay.
And for the Yamaha models, there should be a little star right here, and you can line that up with the arrow. It looks like yours is a different model.
Yeah, no star.
Alright. So you just, yep. Just like
Right
that.
about there?
Yeah, just like that. Good. And when you're assembling your flute, you always want to make sure that you're not holding on to any of the keys, because you might twist them. And you gently twist the pieces together rather than like forcing them together.
Okay.
It's best for the instrument. Good. And now let's see, put your case on the ground. We're going to talk a little bit about posture. So I want you to sit at the edge of your chair. You're doing good. Now if you were standing, you would put your left foot slightly in front of the right.
Okay.
You can also do that while you're sitting down. Your back should be erect but relaxed at the same time. You don't want to tense up any muscles. And you always adjust the music stand. I'm going to adjust this actually so you can see. You always adjust the music stand to you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't twist around to face the music stand, just like any other instrument basically. And I want you to keep your feet rooted on the ground, and your arms, while you're playing the flute, should be away from your body.
Okay.
And relaxed. You don't want to tuck them under or anything like that. Good. Now we're going to talk about instrument carriage.
Okay.
So while you're holding the flute, the instrument should be parallel to the floor. Okay. Yep.
This side?
Mm-hmm. Just like that. And your head should be perpendicular to the flute.
Okay.
So don't tilt your head or lean over or anything like that. And there are 3 contact points in which you're going to hold the flute. Your left thumb is going to go right here on this hole.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your left index finger is going to be kind of holding the flute against your chin. So actually the 3 contact points are your index finger, your chin, and your right thumb.
Right.
And your right thumb is going to be under the F key. So let's see, let's start with the fingers first. So you put your first finger here on the B. Yep, your second finger will actually go right here.
Okay.
Third right
So
here. And your right hand is going to go the other way. Like around like this. Like this. Yeah, there we go.
Trick. Okay.
Yep. And your thumb is going to be underneath this finger right here.
Okay.
Good. And that also has to do with hand position. While you're not playing, you rest it in your lap.
Okay.
And while you are playing, you just bring it up to your face. Your left wrist should be bent slightly. And it should rest on the joint of the index finger.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's the fall.
Right. So you will kind of balance the flute in between your chin and your index finger right here.
Right.
So it's comfortable. And like I said, your thumb should be under your index finger, and this wrist should be as straight as possible. but not tense.
Right.
Make sure it's very relaxed. While you're playing the flute, remember never to grip it.
Mm-hmm.
Always have it, and always have your fingers close to the keys.
Okay.
Good. All right. Now we are going to talk about breath support. So you can go ahead and put the flute down if you want. Now posture is very important for breath support. Like I said, you want to keep your back straight but relaxed at the same time, and you want to fill up your entire lungs when you breathe. So together, let's take a deep breath in. Good, and out. And make sure you're pushing from your stomach all of the air out.
Okay.
Remember to stay relaxed for that. Now we're going to talk about embouchure. And embouchure is basically a fancy word for how you hold your mouth when you play.
Okay.
So it makes the correct sound. So your bottom lip, the lip plate should be in the curve of your jaw. Yep, just like that. And your keys, the keys of the flute should always be facing the ceiling. So make sure they're not bent like that or that. Good, and that's gonna give you the right sound. Your lower lip should be covering 1/4 to 1/3 of this hole.
Okay.
Just like that. I want you to put them a little more. There we go. And the air should be centered on this hole right here.
Right.
So actually, what I'm going to have you do is we're going to take the flute apart first and work on embouchure with just this. So a good way to make sure your air is centered in the hole is what we call a plant and roll. You put your lips in the center of the hole, like this, and then you roll it underneath.
Okay.
And that should give you, like that, the embouchure should be in the very center, or the aperture, where, which is a word for basically the parting of your lips, should be right in the center, and then you roll it under.
Okay.
And it should, while you're blowing air, it should feel like you're spitting out a piece of rice.
Okay.
The hole should be that tiny.
Right.
And a good way to remember how the embouchure feels is to say and then pure.
Pure.
Pure. Just like that. Pure. Your mouth should.
Pure.
Just like that. It's a good one. And for lower notes, you're going to blow more downwards. And for higher notes, you're going to blow more across.
Okay.
But your airstream should always be in the center of the tone hole.
Okay.
So we're going to work on making our first tone. So you plant and roll. And take a deep breath in. Good. Good. I'm hearing a little bit of sound. Try a stronger air support and work on adjusting where your airstream is growing, or is going. There it is. Good.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to put it together. All right. And remember how I had your
Supposed to line out
hands?
this.
Mhm.
That's kind of.
Okay, and then show me where your fingers go. Oh, check this hand.
Oh, it's this.
There we go, yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yep, your thumb should be underneath there. Good. Now plant and roll. Make sure your fingers and the keys are facing the ceiling. Good, and don't worry about pressing any of the notes down right now, or any of the keys. We're just going to make a sound. So breathe in and out. Close. I can see that you're tensing your lips up a lot. Make sure you remember the pure. There you go. That's a little better. Good. Let's try rolling this forward a little bit, because I can tell that the hole is a little too close. Yeah, just like that.
Cool.
And the last thing we're going to talk about is articulation.
Okay.
So for articulation, you want to pretend you're saying to or do, and make sure your tongue isn't on the right behind your teeth. When you say to. So say with me, to. Now we're going to do that. We're just going to say two, two, two. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good.
Like that?
Yep, just like that.
Cool.
All right, and that's all you need to know about the basics of the flute.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope you continue your flute adventures.
Yeah. Now I know how hard it is when Pam plays this.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.